Hello, you guys. It's Kicking It with TNA, and we are here with another amazing video. It's April of 2022. Let me tell you something. This year is going by so freaking fast, y'all. Like, OMG. Like, I can't believe how fast 2022 is going right now. Like, 2022 is going super fast.
We're in April.
We're finna be out of April, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, literally out of April.
Might be out of April. May is
Somebody get a new head on how to egg.
I don't know who.
You.
I don't.
Clearly. Anyways.
Girl.
New hair, new job. Don't know how to egg. Alright, child. Anyways.
Period.
So, you guys. Today's topic. Okay. First of all, make sure you subscribe to our channel right now. Press the button. Click the subscribe button right now. Head over to Instagram and follow us. Kicking It with TNA. It's just that simple. You can follow A at
I am Adriana.S.
and you can follow me at the Arthur Tiffany Sharonda. So yeah, I'm the T. That's the A. And we're Kicking It with TNA, just in case you didn't know. Oh, and right here, right now, click the link to our first magazine. We are in a magazine, y'all. We are in Shout Out Atlanta. Thank you guys so much for inviting us to be in Shout Out Atlanta. We appreciate it so much. And we are just super excited. So, hey, yeah. We are super duper excited about it.
Yeah.
We're in a magazine, y'all. It's our first magazine. Thank y'all so much, because we wouldn't have made it without our fam, without the Kicking It with TNA fam. So we appreciate y'all so much. If you're new to this, thank you for being a part of the family. Welcome to the family. So, let's get it. On today's episode, today was a good day. Actually, today was a crazy day for me. What about you? How was your day today?
It was good. I mean, it was a good day.
Great. Today for me was a little crazy, y'all. But anyways, so today's episode, we are talking about marriage and divorce of today, and of course what we see and everything like that, and what friends have gone through, because obviously we've never been married, we've never been divorced. And I just hit my microphone, and I'm so sorry if that sounded so loud, you guys. But of course we've never been married nor divorced, but we do have friends that confide in us for some reason. People feel comfortable coming to T or A for advice in relationships. I don't know why, because anyway, ooh, the wisdom of the Lord, that's all I can say. Hallelujah.
Go ahead, child. Say what you was. Proceed to finish saying what you was saying. What?
Messy. Okay. Messy.
I don't know how.
Okay. Anyway, so you guys, today we're talking about marriage and divorce of today versus back when our parents and grandparents were married, and I guess divorce and all that good stuff back then compared to today. So yeah, let's get into it. What was that?
About to dive into it.
I like it. So you're a little closer to us. So we're gonna do what we're gonna do.
Right. Dive into it, guys.
Okay, so you wanna start or me?
No, you can start.
Okay. All right. So you guys, the divorce rate back in 1947 was 3.5 people per 1,000 people. The divorce rate in 1985, I think, or 1981. No, 1981 was 53%, and then today it is estimated to be 50%. That all marriages will end in divorce. And then some researchers say that all first marriages will end in divorce, 41%. Okay, cool. So now that we have the stats out there, I got to give the stats. I got to put it out there. So y'all can know, like, we ain't just talking, we did our research. So we kind of just want to talk about the differences of back then and what our grandparents and what our parents did versus what I see a lot today. I'm actually let A go first.
What?
See if you stay off that thing, then you'll know.
No, I'm saying, like, where do you want me to begin?
Because you don't be paying attention.
No, where do you want me to begin?
What I just said. That's where I want you to begin. If you stay off that thing, you know where you should begin.
Are you gonna tell me what?
Like, just the differences between what made their marriages last longer, and then why do marriages kind of end in divorce today?
Okay, well, here's the thing.
There's 2 parts to it, but go ahead.
Okay, so let's break down this first part.
Okay.
We have to think back then people got married for several reasons. Either there was an early pregnancy, got pregnant young.
That's why we cousins. We here. That's why we cousins.
Not necessarily because they was in love, but because
that's why we cousins.
People got married back then because of circumstances.
Come on.
And situations.
Come on.
So that's why.
And don't forget biblical.
Yeah, and biblical principles, because you got married, you got pregnant, or you got to get married, all this stuff. And so also they were like, okay, you married this person, you got to stay married to this person.
Forever.
So a lot of people, you have to think about it. A lot of people died without experiencing true love and happiness.
Dive into that. You can't even. That's a whole nother video within itself. Experiencing true love. Like, child, that's a whole nother
because
video.
people were, because of circumstances, they wasn't able to experience that love. Now they eventually grown to love the person who they were with, but
imagine never though.
Right.
And always forever and having a side piece. I mean, they wrote songs. Look at the music of that time. Look at the music. Since we always talk about music, look at the music of that time. A lot of the music was about leaving somebody or running to, if you think you're lonely now. I mean, running to someone else, waiting till tonight.
But that particular song was saying he was tired of her nagging.
Exactly. But he was going to stay though.
No, he said
he was leaving, but he gonna stay. He wasn't gonna stay long.
That was Bobby Womack. Now he went and talked to the stepdaughter, which okay, that's another story. Then another song that would help.
The song I'm looking for.
"In Loving You Is Wrong."
That's the one.
Cause he had a wife and 3 little children at home.
Yes.
But he like, I know this
is
wrong.
Be right.
Right. He's like, I know this wrong, but
and Shaka.
Sweet Thing, one of my favorite songs.
That's one of my favorite songs, and I know y'all love that song. Drop it in the comments right now. Do you love that song, Sweet Thing? I love Sweet Thing.
I will love you anyway.
She said, "What? Even if you cannot stay." So she was saying, even if you gotta go back home to the main chick.
She's like, I think you are the one for me.
I think you are the one for me. This is where you are to be. But
just saying.
I mean, yeah, going back to what you were saying, I'm not trying to cut you off, but I'm supporting what you're saying. Like, the music of that time talked about.
Yeah, so like you have to think like people really got married because of circumstance. It wasn't so there was so much in love. It was just because of circumstances.
No, some people.
I'm not saying all of them, but I'm just saying like
to the topic.
Yeah, some people. It was circumstance.
Question: if you're married, this may be shaky, but if you're married and you're watching this video, or if you have been married or you've been divorced, did you love that person? Did you get married for love? Drop it in the comments right now. Did you get married for love? If you are single, do you plan on getting married for love? Because some people still don't get married for love these days.
People get
married for whatever reason today.
Well, I don't even think for people in today's time don't take marriage seriously.
Okay, hold on. Going too fast.
I know.
Going too fast.
Okay,
we gonna build it there.
Okay, but I'm just brought it up.
You there? Wait. Hold on, sis. Hold on. Hold your horse.
So I think back then a lot of people, I'm gonna say a lot of people, a lot of marriages were founded off of circumstance and situations, and a lot of people was miserable because they wasn't happy. Like they probably got pregnant or whatever. That I think a lot of times back then it was because of pregnancy. They got pregnant at a young age, and so they're in church, like we're not doing it. You got to be married and stuff like that. So I think a lot of that.
Why do you think the next question, y'all answer in the comments. You watching right now, answer in the comments. Why do you think those marriages lasted longer?
I feel like they lasted longer because women just didn't know. They didn't want to be embarrassed. They didn't want nobody talking about them. They didn't want, because back then the men worked and the woman stayed at home. So we have to put that into play. So that's another reason why. So if she would have left, then how was she going to provide? If they had kids, how? And she don't have any type of skill or type of way to get a job, how is she going to be able to provide? So she was I just feel like a lot of women were just stuck in marriage.
Well, you got to think about the time too. Like you said, we didn't have rights and stuff like that. Like,
of course,
you had to get your rights first and had to get all that to even go do a job that a man could do.
Now I'm not a job that a man can do, but I'm just saying, like,
no, I'm saying like back then, a job that was for men.
Yeah,
you had to go ahead and you had to get those rights first. Then being a black woman at that was a whole nother situation.
Made it even more.
So not to dismiss or say black men don't have it hard, black men didn't go through what they went through.
I know we're not bad.
We all went through a lot. I'm just saying, as a woman, you had to think of the circumstances. Back to what she was saying. But I feel like this. I feel like a lot of them back then, as you said, marriages back then were, I won't say not everybody wasn't in love, because my grandparents were in love. They were together for 40 plus years. And you could see their love. Like, I learned a lot from their marriage. Till death do us part, for real, for real. So definitely love my grandparents' love. However, back in their day, a lot of people just got married, and my grandmother was not, and I think that's why I'm the way I am. My grandmother was not one of those that was just gonna marry a man just because she was pregnant. She was like, if I don't like you, I don't like you. But anyways, I think a lot of people did get married off of circumstantial or just your circumstance. Like, I think that was just the case. I think a lot of folks, you think of morals and values, and we have to really, today in 2022, when people talk about unlearning bad behaviors or unlearning what you've been taught, people call it morals, people call it values. But honestly, is it moral to stay with somebody and you're not happy? Is it moral to stay with someone just because you're pregnant, just because you're having a child? Is it moral to get with someone because of the fact that, okay, they're a provider and they doing this, even though I don't love you, you can do all of this for me. So is that morally right? Like, is it ethical to do that? You have to take that into consideration. And I think a lot of times that's what they did. And then you had a lot of side pieces. I mean, you had a lot of side chicks. John, well, I won't say John because that was my granddaddy name. Let's come up with another name. Ben. Okay, Ben could have easily been with Shirley, and then down the street he got Anna Mae, and they have a home together. They have kids together. I hate that. That's lemon pepper. I'm sorry. I had some honey lemon pepper wings. Anyway, could have easily been down the street with a whole nother family, and you got siblings living on the same street together. You know what I'm saying? And they were okay with that. They were willing to stay because, okay, well, daddy paying all the bills, daddy providing for the kids, he taking care of the children, he taking care of me, and then not to mention, going back to the different reasons that people were married. A lot of times they stayed in marriages where they were getting beat on and they were being treated certain ways, and they stayed in those marriages. So if we look at it and we say, oh, they were married for such a long time, and I ain't talking about my grandparents because that didn't happen with my grandparents, but like in some situations, a lot of people stayed for the wrong reasons, and they were, going back to what A said, they were not happy. They weren't happy. They never experienced true love. And then some of their loves was experienced in a side piece, whether that's a man or whether that's the woman. A lot of their true love was experienced in the side piece. But today, in today's society, I think side piece takes on a whole nother situation. But anyways,
yeah. So yeah, and then also I just had a thought of, then some of these marriages were arranged marriage too. Yeah, a lot of arranged marriage. Like, say for example, Billy Bob family wanted to marry Billy Bob to marry Mary Lou, because they families are like closer and stuff like that. So Billy Bob already knew, I'm finna marry Mary Lou. Mary Lou may didn't like Billy Bob. She might like that Jack down the street. But because of the family, because of how the families are, you know, that marriage.
They wanted her to marry them money. Yeah. And that, like, even on the Titanic, they wanted her to marry into money. And she didn't love that man at all.
Right. And also, I think a lot of, I know for a fact that a lot of times back in the day, people also married because of color. Color also played a part in it, because if your family was what we would consider in the African American community, this terminology, high yellow, well, your great grandmother may didn't want you to marry somebody that was cocoa brown. You had to marry somebody that was high yellow. So
or white.
Yeah, so you also had that come into play as well. So, you know, all of this stuff, and
that still goes today too.
Oh yeah, of course. Because I know a lot of people who like family don't want you.
Like, oh, I don't like her for you because why? Oh, because of her hair, or because of his hair, or because of look at his family. Like, we don't want the kids coming out like that. It's you for me.
I ain't say nothing.
I think a lot of the times that's why they stayed. Getting back on topic, I think a lot of the times that's why they stayed. Going back to what you were saying, for whatever reason they got married, that's why they stayed married for so long, even though they were being beat. Like in the 1940s, like they were being beat then too. You know what I'm saying? Like they were staying in stuff though, because all they could do, if they did have a job, all they could do was be a housemaid or something like that. Do laundry, cleaning and stuff like that. They weren't really making a lot then. And then you got to think about the opportunities and the obstacles. You got to think about the opportunities that weren't available for black people back then. And we're not just talking about black marriages here. We're talking about all marriages. But being that we are
can
black,
only talk about what
we're talking about all
what
marriages,
we know.
But we're talking about black marriages in this instance.
So right I wouldn't want nobody like,
because
but I was talking about this. We are black, and that's what we know.
But
the culture. What?
Are you married?
No, I'm not mad. I'm just saying.
You being real aggressive right there.
No.
Okay, calm down.
We don't talk about what we
Okay,
doing.
calm down.
I'm
You
calm.
up here. Bring it down a little bit.
We can't speak about nobody else.
No, yes we can. We're talking about marriage. We're just talking about the reasons why people got married. You just said Billy Bob. Who black you know named Billy Bob?
I know a Billy and I know a Bob.
And Marianne.
I know my auntie named Marianne.
Oh, girl.
I got an auntie named Marianne.
So y'all, anyways, going back to what I was saying. In this case, we're talking about black marriages. And you just made me lose my train of doggone thought. Oh Lord. Anyways, that's why they stayed together for a long time. I feel like a lot of the times that was so again, it makes you question morals, and it makes you question, you know, when everybody's saying, oh, it's right if you do it this way, it's right if you do it that way. Well, in today's society, in 2022, I think I have learned, and I'm pretty sure A has too, that love happens differently. It happens outside of the scope of what you've been taught, what you've experienced. Different experiences teaches you different things about love. And you find out that there is no right or wrong way when it comes to doing this whole thing with love, marriage, and all of that stuff. So it just, again, it makes you question morals. Yes, your stomach
Yeah,
is
my
loud.
stomach is gonna be featured on this event.
I'm hungry. That's what I meant to say. I didn't mean to say greedy. I meant to say hungry. Okay. So opportunities that were available weren't available back then. So of course you're gonna stay with somebody that's giving you stability, financial stability, and giving your kids financial stability. Of course you're gonna stay with them, you know, in the church. You know, if you're raised in the church, of course you're like, well, we ain't gonna divorce, we gonna stay. Because the Bible says different reasons for why you should get a divorce and stuff like that. And a lot of people totally, wholeheartedly believe in that. Like, I know someone today that truly still believes in the only way you can divorce somebody is if it's adultery, infidelity. And that ain't my beliefs at all. But drop in the comments, why do you think people stayed married for so long back then? Now, of course, you have the other side of it, my grandparents' side of it. They stayed married for a long time because they were in love. I mean, it was a beautiful marriage. I mean, they had their ups and downs, don't get me wrong. But they worked at it. They did what they needed to do. You know, they communicated, you know, and when they needed space, they took that space. And I think that's very important for couples and budding relationships and love to, if you need space from a person, take that space. Like, take that minute and just be like, you know what, I just need space. Doesn't mean I don't love you anymore. It doesn't mean that I don't want to be in this anymore. It just means I'm gonna take space. But so those marriages, the love part of them, I think that's why a lot of those marriages lasted and stayed together for so long. But then today, in 2022, we see people get married and 3 months later they are annulment. Like, dang, you know what I'm saying? We see people get married just to save face, you know, for whatever reason.
I think today people get married because they want the glam of it, but not realizing after the wedding pictures, after the reception, after the ceremony, that's when like real work starts. Because I think people just don't get married for forever. People just get married just because, like I said, for the pictures and the glam. As fam said, it's the glam part of it. So that's why you see a lot of people separated, divorced, folks, people cheating and stuff.
Side pieces. People, I mean, the music today, even the music, but you gotta think about the environment that we live in today. Black people have different opportunities today. Everybody can go out here and hustle. Everybody can go out here and get it now. So it's not like, okay, I'm finna marry you for the money. You know, now you do have some women that are still marrying for the money. Yeah, like, and you have some men that are marrying for the money. Don't get it twisted.
You still have
You still have that happening. You still have that going on, but it's not like something I have to do because I can go out here and get it myself. And then I think a lot of people today, I think people just be getting married just to say they married. You know, they've been with somebody for so long. Like, oh, we've been together 7 years. We might as well do it. We've been together for 10 years. We might as well do it. You know, a lot of people just look at it like that. I don't think too many people. I think, honestly, sometimes people get married because it's a fad. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's a trend. I think marriage has lost its value today. Like, what marriage is supposed to be and what it's supposed to be about. And also, Christians, I know y'all gonna get mad at me, but I love the Lord Jesus Christ as well, okay? And he loves me. But y'all gonna get real mad at what I'm gonna say. A lot of times, Christians getting married just so they feel like they ain't sinning. I'll be honest. You don't want to be out here fornicating, so let's just go ahead and get married. Let's rush this along. Oh Lord, this my husband. Let's do it, and then y'all do it and don't even like each other. Y'all just got married for the lust. That was lust, not love, and that happens a lot of times. Not you sitting over there tight lip. Am I wrong? Thank you.
Well, I feel like with today's time, like you said, people are getting married for convenience and you know, getting married for the wrong reasons. I know, like, never mind. But
wait. See,
I'm not gonna say that.
What you gonna say?
I know, like, a lot of like people who are like, I know a lot of guys who are married and they're not happy. You know, Now who being messy? Cause I just know a lot of guys. I didn't say nothing about nothing. But anyway. Yeah. So like a lot of people just get married for the wrong reasons. Which is, you know, that's up to them. That's their decision or whatever. And I, like Fam said, marriage in today's society has really lost its value. We have.
That's what I was gonna say. I just remembered.
Okay, what's it? Before you forget, come on.
Oh, I was just gonna say our music creates an environment for not marriage, but in love, but for lust and side pieces. Every music, every song that comes out, every video that comes out, got a butt booty girl shaking, talking about twerking, or having somebody having a side piece and saying, "I just want you for the money, I just want you for the D, and then you can go on about your business," or "I'm gonna get my money, you can come over, and then you." Or can
I
leave,
just keep them satisfied through the weekend.
Exactly, I just keep them satisfied on
through the weekend,
and then you can do the 9 to 5 on the weekend. Okay, I'm just saying, love the music. No, shout out to SZA. Love SZA. So love the music, but a lot of today's music plays a huge role in it.
And that's why I don't listen to some music of today's time. If you're ever around me, if you ever have an experience with me, you're gonna experience nothing but 90s music with me. Because the music, I don't think, wait.
That thing, girl. Go ahead.
No, why are you laughing?
Girl, I'm listening.
Because I don't think people understand how deep music is and how it controls the actions. The actions as well as the environment. Mm-hmm. Because music is a powerful thing. Like, you can listen to a song over and over again. You're like, oh, it got a nice beat. Not even knowing that song is dropping, is causing for you to have a reaction and causing for you to think a different way.
Like when you get ready to go out, you play certain songs because you want to feel sexy, you want to feel good, you want to be like, when I walk in, they gonna know I'm here. Whether you're a man or a woman, you're gonna play certain songs because you're like, we finna do this.
So, I mean, in today's society, that's how it kind of like plays a part into marriage, because it's like people not talking about being in love and finding there forever. They're talking about being a side piece, getting money.
Baby, I promise.
You. Don't let nobody say it ain't so.
Okay,
And
you have
baby,
music
I
like that.
promise
Then you have music that say,
that I'll never leave and everything will. Oh. I saw you. You proud of that?
very.
Mm-hmm. What's the other song?
I was trying to think of one.
I could have kept singing.
I can't think right now. Then you have another song talking about, I take your man. Love that song. Love it.
Cause let me tell you, if I'm a hater from around my hood trying to act like
I ain't good. Listen. Cause what'll happen? I take your man. Okay, but
right.
you know, you have music like that. You know, then you have music. You know, and we can have this debate all the time. We have this debate all the time with older family members, whereas you have music that's saying in between the sheets, and then you have music that's saying bend it over, bust it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, hey. Okay, you guys. But this is just the beginning, y'all. We're gonna be talking about this for the next couple of videos. We're gonna be talking about this, and we're actually gonna have some guests come on. Like we're gonna have some guests come on next video.
Oh.
So hey, we just breaking the topic in.
Right. This is an introduction.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do with these next couple of videos right now, we're building the house.
You know what I'm saying?
So we're just like letting
setting the foundation.
We're setting the foundation of what's to come.
Yes.
So you know these next couple of videos are going to be about marriage and divorce
and back then and today.
Yeah, because we really want everyone to experience real love. I'm searching for real love. You know,
someone set my heart free, real love. I'm searching for real love. Y'all,
we will love.
So we're definitely gonna do it. And you know what? We can do music too. We can compare music, and then so like just basically everything plays into marriage and divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, you have music that is pushing for love, and then you have music that's like just want you to bust it wide open, then I tell her bring it back. Hey, bust it wide open, then I tell her
bust it.
She's super safe tonight.
What are we busting? The Bible?
Bust it wide open, then I tell her bring it back. Don't look at me. You want it. Anyways, so you guys, so that's what we're talking about. Go ahead.
I think people also moving forward, we have our generation is in the process of creating our own definition of marriage.
Yeah. And what's love today?
And what's love today?
Again, unlearning those behaviors.
Yeah, because
unlearning what you thought was values and morals.
Right.
Like,
if I feel like if people can like unlearn those ways. Not saying that all of them are bad, but the toxic one, like the toxic ways, staying in something when you're not happy and it's not bringing you peace.
Or if black people, and again, we speaking about what we know, if black people could stop thinking that therapy isn't a good thing,
right?
A lot of marriages could be saved, or could end amicably. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all could end on good terms. It doesn't have to be such a negative thing. You know, so I think that's a part of it too. And then of course you got to look at Hollywood and the movies today and all of that stuff. You know, they divorce like hotcakes. You know what I'm saying? They getting married, divorced, married, divorced, married, divorced. Speaking of J-Lo, but I'm just saying, no shade, but yeah. So I think that's a good one. And then also you just have everybody, and you know, they're called trolls. You have everybody that wants to say what they want to say. You got people posting relationship goals, and it's probably not even a goal, and your relationship probably ain't all that, but you post for the gram. And you post for social media.
Yeah, and
I think a lot of that plays into today as well.
And people have to stop looking at other people's relationship to define what their relationship is. You don't base your relationship off of my relationship, because you don't know what I had to go through
to get to where it is,
to get to where I am in my relationship.
Exactly.
And there are people really like, oh, well, this and
we should be here, and we should be at this point.
No, everybody is different.
And also, you can't get in your own way. You have to also unlearn what you thought you knew, like what you thought you understood about a relationship and what you thought you understood about things. You have to realize, like, that's a trait, or that is something that I need to unlearn. You know, that's from the past, and it didn't work in the past, so why would it work today? Now that you realize that, now that you acknowledge that, now you have to unlearn that. So you have to get out of your own way too. So both men and women, male and female, have to do that, not just one or the other. But we're gonna end this video right here. I don't know why she's staring at me, but
go. Okay.
Anyways,
get out of your way.
Anyways, okay, so what's that called? Growth. Okay. Anyways, you guys, so again, let us know what y'all think of this video in the comments. Drop your opinion. We love your opinion. Don't come on here being no butthole, because we will come for you. Don't come for us.
Zombie eating it.
But yeah,
don't do that.
Don't do that. Okay?
We don't like to eat.
But yo, we appreciate y'all. So we want to hear from y'all. Go ahead, drop how you feel in the comments. We appreciate all opinions. They're welcome here. Don't be rude. Don't be nasty. But anyways, listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we're gonna see y'all real soon.
Link to the
again, link to the magazine, because we in a magazine. So the link to the magazine is in the bio, and you can click right now. And make sure y'all press that subscribe button. Follow us. Go to Instagram. Follow us at Kickinitwithtanda. It's just that simple. It's your girls, your favorite cousins.
Oh, I did.
T and A. And we out until next time. We love
Real
y'all.
love.
Peace.
You know the vibes.